What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into DCeased, War of the Undead Gods, issue number 5. We have our Yellow Lantern Darkseid and Supergirl, currently undead, making their way from planet to planet, taking one over at a time. What remains of humanity, what remains in this universe, they are standing, they are getting ready for battle. But as they prepare for this battle, this is when everybody has a conflict. Everybody is at disagreement. And Ares, the god of war, he is kind of really antagonizing this on. And so while they should be fighting against the dead that are coming, Ares has them fighting amongst one another. But Ares will not go unchallenged. Once they figure out it is Ares, we have other individuals that are very much on par with him. One of them being Mr. Mxyzptlk. Now, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, on Earth 2, what we have is a boom tube opening up, and coming out of it is death, with Barda and Scott alongside them. The only thing that they can say to Firestorm and Lois is that they have our son. Where is everybody? Where is Superman? And we know where they are. They are all on Oa. Right now, Mxyzptlk and Ares, they are standing toe-to-toe. A reality-altering being facing a god of war. Simply too much confidence in too close proximity. Neither of them willing to blink. Even the Guardians are afraid to step between the two powers. But Jonathan and Superman, the two of them, they waste no time. They know what could happen, saying that they can't fight amongst each other. If Mxyzptlk and Ares fight one another, that would be absolute devastation for everybody. This all started because the Guardians decided to just wipe away all those infected. Now mind you, they have a cure for this zombie infection, but they wanted to use the Green Lantern Corps to go out and exterminate anybody that has already been infected, to wipe it away in one fell swoop. Superman letting it be known that they have a cure and no one is going to stand in their way. No one is going to stop them from helping these planets. This is when it is revealed that this virus is not just an equation, that everything they know is currently wrong. Darkseid has allowed something to leach into this universe, something called Erebus. The Guardians, knowing this name, they thought that they had been dealing with a virus this whole time. But if Erebus is at the heart of this changes everything. Saying that the core cannot be used to wipe away infected planets. All Green Lanterns are called back to guard Oa, to protect the central battery at all costs. With our Batman saying that they would like to see all planets that are currently infected, to see the front lines. The thing is, the front lines are everywhere. The new gods and other spacefaring individuals, they have spread this virus across the galaxy. Seeing a planet that appears to be on fire, that is where Darkseid and a large portion of the undead armada are currently striking. Kilowog knows this planet. He knows it because it is his. And even though he was just given orders by the Guardians to stay here, Kilowog leaps into space. And while the Guardians say to leave him, John Stewart and some of the other Lanterns, this is something that they obviously don't want to do and say that they can't do. But the Guardians are more concerned with calling a meeting of the Quintessence. Because of Erebus, because of his involvement, the Guardians need to consult and have the Council of the Quintessence. Guy Gardner doing his usual thing, saying cool, like you guys go decide by council if you're gonna help save everything. We're actually gonna be fighting on the front lines. And while the Guardians try to tell the Lanterns that your duty is here, Mxyzptlk says that him and Superman will go handle Darkseid. Ares, the god of war, finding it quite a bit laughable that Mxyzptlk thinks he can take on Darkseid. Mxyzptlk saying that he's probably just going to turn Darkseid into some kind of flower arrangement. And so Superman and Mxyzptlk, They are on the heels of Kilowog. They are headed directly to the infected planet, the one currently at war. 16 billion minds all connected to one communal mind. As Kilowog approaches, his mind rejoins with those of his people, and all he can feel is fear. 6 billion minds connected together, and they all feel alone. But lucky for Kilowog, he is not alone. This is where we see the likes of Jon Stewart, Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner. They have all come to help. Not caring what the Guardians have to say, they got lots of rules and way less loyalty. But Kilowog was the teacher for many Green Lanterns. There is no way that they are going to leave him to this fight. And so the Lanterns jump into action. The Man of Steel on the battlefield, they are all rescuing as many people as possible. But this is when the undead Kryptonian arrives. Supergirl comes in and she puts a smackdown on Superman. As Supergirl uses her heat vision and burns the innocents alive. Superman gets up to try and stop them, only to be hit with some yellow Omega beams. This, of course, coming from our Yellow Lantern Darkseid. That is where our 5th dimensional imp comes into play. Strolling up to Darkseid like this is no big deal. Messing around with him, asking what he should be turned into. Maybe turning him into a persuasive essay, maybe turning him into a houseplant. All Mxyzptlk had to do was think it, and Darkseid would have been undone. The problem is, Mxyzptlk and his own arrogance. He didn't have time to think. He was being cocky, going off about what he should do. All Darkseid did was lift up a box. That corrupted mother box being shown to him. Almost instantaneously, we see Mr. Mxyzptlk taken over. The 5th dimensional imp many have seen for a joke for so many years. He has now become the greatest threat in the anti-life equations army. The Green Lanterns, they waste no time going on Mr. Mxyzptlk. They do their best to try and hold him off. Mxyzptlk grabbing hold of Kilowog and Jon Stewart. They create a bubble around them trying to protect themselves. As other Lanterns try to break free Mxyzptlk's hand, he is slowly trying to crush the Green Lanterns. No one able to stop what is about to happen. We see Jon Stewart and Kilowog. They are squished between Mxyzptlk's hand. Nothing but a little red blood spurt comes out. Mxyzptlk has been unleashed, and we see Kilowog's home planet absolutely decimated. Dragging comets and asteroids, the 5th dimensional imp, he speeds through space. He has one destination in mind. He is headed to Oa. When he reaches that destination, when he reaches the central battery of Oa, he does not stop. He busts right through the planet. The central battery shattered. Everywhere, every Green Lantern is severed from their power, exposing them to gravity and the vacuum of space. As the entirety of the Green Lantern Corps goes to all die at the same time. This is where we see the quintessence, the highest order of beings in the entire universe. They bear witness to all that has happened. They watch without interference. Hera being the one to say that they are about to lose this universe. Specter cannot stand idly by and watch all of this happen. Hera truly believes that this cannot be stopped in the quintessence, that they should be focusing all of their energy on the next universe. But right now, the quintessence is disappearing. The wizard Shazam is dead. Highfather is a slave to the anti-life equation. Stranger was almost destroyed by Trigon fighting this. And then to add all of this together, the central battery has been destroyed. Our Guardian has felt it. The Specter unwilling to stop, unwilling to allow this to go on. He refuses to let this universe die without a fight. As our Green Lanterns prepare for their ultimate death, they find their powers have returned. The power of the Green Lantern Corps is back, and that is all because the Specter has restored what was broken. We see the Specter holding the central battery, Mxyzptlk seeing vengeance, seeing the spirit. It is now wrath versus chaos. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Definitely one of the better Elseworld stories that is currently ongoing. Seeing Mr. Mxyzptlk's really taken over. This is such a game changer for this virus, for the undead. A weapon in their arsenal that could take out anything or anybody. The only person that has the opportunity to stand against it being Specter. Now we could argue that there are other forces out there. Other forces that could stand against Mxyzptlk's. But right now, right here on Oa, the Specter is their best chance. It is their greatest hope. Still unknowing what happened with Superman. Last seen facing off against a Yellow Lantern Darkseid and Supergirl. If it were not for the interference of the Specter, this universe would be over. It would be done with. And so now they are going to make their last ditch efforts. They are going to try and hold the line. The Green Lantern's given another opportunity. Can our heroes survive the day? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on everything that has happened with DCeased, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything going on with this Elseworld story. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having 5 different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you are unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.